Hello everyone, Razorblade Mango here, and today I just wanted to quickly talk about something that's been bouncing around in my head due to some recent events in the games industry. And that is this thought that has been in my head for a while now, that I don't believe we as a collective of gamers give the talent, especially the names behind some of our favorite games, that much attention or respect. I think obviously you have the big people that get the attention and respect they deserve. People like Hideo Kojima, Ken Levine, Hidetaka Miyazaki, people like that. But I think when it comes to certain names that aren't as flashy like that, behind some of our favorite names, they kind of tend to get lost in the shuffle. And this is something I've been guilty of for many years because I pay more attention to the company name rather than the people behind it. I'm guilty of this as well. And the reason I wanted to talk about this today is just with everything that has been happening recently with studios such as bioware and Rocksteady. So if you aren't aware, bioware has recently laid off a lot of people. There has been an exodus of talent at Rocksteady over the last year due to Suicide Squad's tumultuous development and its failure. The same goes for Dragon Age the Veilguard as well. The thing that annoys me, especially about bioware, is that I've seen a lot of people look at the events that have been happening around bioware and look at the announcement of the re-announcement of Mass Effect 5, because that thing was announced like 4 or 5 years ago now, which is crazy. They look at these announcements and they go, oh, this is sad, but you know, I'm still rooting for bioware. I think bioware can still make a comeback. And the question that pops up into my head is, well, if all of the talent is gone, and by talent, I don't mean the people who worked on Dragon Age the Veilguard. I mean the people who worked on things like Dragon Age Origin, Jade Empire, Knights of the Old Republic, Mass Effect 1 through 3. They're gone now. A lot of them are gone from BioWare. So what makes BioWare BioWare now? To me, it's honestly just a name. When almost all the talent is gone, BioWare is just a name. All that remains is just a brand name. Why should I in any way be interested in Mass Effect 5 or the next game from Rocksteady when the original people behind the games that made them famous are not there anymore? And you know, BioWare, they tried this name recognition strategy in their cowardly press release by bringing up some of the original people who will be back for Mass Effect 5. But even then, you have 2 key people who played essential roles in the original Mass Effect games that are missing from that list, such as Casey Hudson, who was the original creator of the series and project directors on the original trilogy, and most importantly, in my opinion, Drew Karpyshyn, who was the lead writer for Mass Effect 1 and 2. Because without them, Mass Effect is still missing that special ingredient. So again, I have to ask, why should I in any way care about Mass Effect 5? When some of the people who made that series what it is, the special sauce, aren't going to be there in the mix? Why should I give a shit about if Rocksteady decides to make a new Batman Arkham game? Why should I in any way care about a new Batman Arkham game when a lot of the people behind Asylum and City, the good ones in my opinion, aren't there anymore? Again, why should I care? But because of this thinking where I'm gonna try to be more aware of the people behind these studios from now on. This is my personal initiative that I'm trying to enact within my life, my gaming life. Because of this way of thinking that I'm trying to do more of, it's why I'm curious about something like Exodus from Archetype Entertainment. Because former BioWare talent like James Olin and the previously mentioned Drew Karpyshyn they're involved. I think the project basically looks like Mass Effect, it has a very interesting story hook behind it. It seems to have that choice and consequence storytelling that was missing in Dragon Age the Veilguard. So I would keep a close eye on Exodus if you're kind of mourning for the loss of BioWare talent. Like, it's there. They didn't die. They just left BioWare, but they're at Archetype now. It's also why I'm very interested in the Unknown project from Toshihiro Nagoshi's new studio, who was a huge figure at my beloved Ryoga Kodoku studio for many years. It's also why I retain my hot take that Kingdom Hearts should have ended with Kingdom Hearts 2. Because crucial talent like former lead writer Kazushige Nojima, former lead combat director Yuichi Kanimori, and former art director Takayuki Odachi were there to make Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 what they were. But without them involved in recent Kingdom Hearts games, I notice the quality just isn't there compared to the glory days of 1 and 2. And that works both ways as well, because I'm going to be paying very close attention to where people from projects like Veilguard, Kill the Justice League, and Concord go in the future. Because whatever projects they find themselves working on next, I'm gonna be extremely skeptical of them because of the people involved. And again, even if they go to a studio I normally really like, I'm going to be very nervous because of the people they have brought on. It's not the brand name that is making games that I enjoy. It's the people. In the end, I think we as gamers, we need to be more cognizant of the people behind some of our favorite games, rather than simply studio names. That is how you're gonna find good shit out there. When you see the talent from things that you like go to other places, follow the people, follow the talent. Don't stay in this tunnel vision of just looking at a studio name. Like I said, a studio name does not make some of your favorite games. People do. And I think we need to be reminded of that every once in a while.